Hi everyone, my name's Anne Marie. Welcome to this card making demonstration. Now in this card making demonstration what I thought was we'd make something a little bit different using some gorgeous products from Anna Griffin. Now this one might be a long one, so you might want to sit back, take your slippers off and relax, but I want to go through it step by step and then at least you can see how I build up the card design. And that way you can have a go yourself with dies that you might already have got from Anna, or dies and papers that you've got from other things in your collection. So I'm starting off with an 8x8 square card blank base. I have already matted and layered 2 layers of paper. The first layer is a lilac and I've inked the edges of it to make it look a little bit darker. Now the second layer is a paler green colour and I've cut a circle out of the centre. Now that was done using a Presscut die, and I've actually matted and laid the layers flat rather than having one on 3D foam or raised up. But the actual circle is for a guide and you'll see why as we go. So the first thing I've done is I've taken a very floral paper, and this is actually from the French floral collection from Anna, and I've made some little folded paper tag tops, I think you'd call them really. They're literally a strip of paper that I've glued at the back and just folded back, and I've trimmed one edge and curled the other. Now I've got 8 of these, but I'm going to start off and I'm going to use 4 of them to begin with, and I'm just going to place some glue on my card at 4 points at the side of the circle. Now I'm doing them this way basically so that I can see how they fit and see how many I'm going to use. So I might not need them all. There again, I might. So I'm using wet glue to put these on, and it's a flat glue rather than a silicone. Everything that I use for this demonstration I will put in the bottom in the description box, so you might want to click the see more details to be able to see everything. So now I can see where they're going to go roughly on my circle, and I think it looks like I'm going to use 10 of them. So I'm just going to add the glue around the edge of the circle like that, so that I can add the rest of the little folded, I think we'll call them paper ribbons. You'd be able to use your own ribbon for this. Somebody asked me a day or so ago about using ribbon up. Well, this would be an ideal way to use some of your remnants up and bits and bobs, things that you always keep because you think you're going to need them. So that's that one, and oh, I've got one missing. Now how's that happened? Right, so I'm just going to improvise here, move that one along, which is not going to affect our finished design. So there we go. So those are my paper ribbons that I've placed around the edge of the circle, as you can see. So the next thing that I've got is I've die cut pink and lilac cardstock using the Garden Cuttings range, the kit from Anna, and I've done it in pink and lilac, and then I've just lightly inked the edges. So I die cut the shape and then I ran it through the embossing folder and then I inked it. And then thirdly, what I've done is I've done exactly the same with vellum. I die cut the pieces of vellum from the die cut from the kit, and then I ran it through in the embossing folder to get the actual texture. Now as you can see, all these I've actually well, they're not coloured vellum because I've coloured them myself. This is a technique that I'm going to do in a couple of episodes along, so that I can show you how I've coloured the vellum. But it's really simple. You do it from the back, and you can do it with your pens, your paints, your ink pads, and then you just finish it off with a spritz of water, just so it all merges in and looks like you've taken the time and trouble to colour the vellum, really. And then you dry it flat so it doesn't curl up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use silicone glue for this, and I've already squeezed some out. And for the vellum, I'm literally going to start and add some silicone on the back, and I'm going to start placing my roses alternatively around the edge of the paper ribbons. And I'm just going to take my time, making sure that I go colour by colour, and that I literally can build up the floral wreath that we're going to make. And I know I'm reaching across, it's only because my glue's at that side, because I've squeezed it out ready to try and make this a little bit easier. So we're literally going to go with the lilac, then the pink, then the vellum, and so on. Where I've actually die cut the flowers, once they've been embossed and die cut, I've curled the edges slightly just to get a little bit of texture into the edges of the flowers. And if you notice where I'm putting the silicone on the vellum, it's where you're not going to be able to see it, and it's covered by the flower that's going next to it. And I'm literally just following the flowers all the way around, building up as we go. So it's pink next, and I'm changing the direction that they go in every so often, just to keep it in that circular style, and so that when we get to the top we'll meet in the middle. And next is lilac, and I think I'll be able to just add one more, which is the pink. So this will be my last one, and I'm going to have that just central like that. Now the other thing that I've done is I've already die cut, from using the same method. I die cut some green card, and then I ran it through the embossing folder and curled the edges, again from the garden cuttings range. And these I'm going to add now behind the roses like that, and against the side of the ribbon that we've already added. And the glue, it's literally just to hold them in place. You'll be able to take a little bit more time over this. Obviously I'm trying to just show you the technique and how to put it together. And that just slides in there. And I'm going to go all the way around, adding the leaves. I think I've die cut about 12, and that will just press in like that. My glue will dry clear, so I'm not so worried about it showing if I can see any of it through the vellum. But I'm just picking the edges of the roses up, just popping the leaves behind it, and then we'll have one at this side, one here. So it's just a case of you just want to see the leaves poking out, and I think that's enough for now. You can always add more. We can add one more at the top, maybe that'll finish the leaves off. I'm just going to turn it round slightly, oops, and pop that underneath. So that's the actual floral design on our card, and I'm going to finish it off with a sentiment that I've already made and matted and layered onto card, and I've made paper ribbons to go all the way around. Again, this is a technique that I'm going to show you in a couple of episodes time how to make this. It's really simple and really quick, and it will use all your scraps up, so you'll enjoy that one. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on that, and I'm going to pop that in the centre of our card like that. Just press it down for a minute just to take hold, and that is our card finished. Now I've rushed it because I wanted to, you know, show you how to put it all together, but I think you'll agree it's a really effective card, very pretty, and ideal to use with the garden cuttings kit and something a little bit different. So I'd really like to thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed watching this, please click the like button. If you want to follow me, please subscribe to my channel to be the first to be notified of when I've got new demonstrations. You can always find me on Facebook, and if you've got any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them underneath, and I shall get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.